today's honorable chief guest, Dean, Faculty of Sciences, Head of the Department, Biomedical Engineering, and Professor, Assistant Professor, Assistant Professor, as well as the students of BME or others, and my respectable and honorable PhD supervisor, I draw kind attention, Dr. Professor Mohiuddin Ahmed sir. This is my great pleasure to attend this session. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, good morning. So, biomedical engineering scope of research and its application, it was my topic was selected from this university institute. So, next. So, expected outcomes after this presentation, we are hoping that oriented with the term of engineering and technology, basic biomedical engineering and its specialization, translation of human body to bioengineering, medical technology and healthcare technology cycle, healthcare medical device and biomedical engineering, clinical engineering and life cycle management of the medical equipment, relational engineering and the quality of the care, required skill and expectation by experiences in university to broadcast necessity of the clinical or biomedical engineer for the healthcare system, understanding, alarming, warning for our healthcare regulatory body, healthcare stakeholders, and patients about the roles of the biomedical engineer, clinical engineering department, and healthcare engineering department in healthcare system. This is engineering and technology. Here we have heard that when somebody asks what is the engineering, then we feel some shame. What is the engineering? I graduated, I masters, I PhD. What is the definition of engineering? Process of natural resources for wiping for the human mammals is improve the quality of the life is called engineering. Example, here is the PDB bars and also generator, also raw materials, as well as water, and turbine is moving from here and here. We are speaking oil and we are getting the air condition. So all are comes from natural resource. Those people who this resource collect and process with the converted by technology and improve the quality of the life, this is called the engineering. And this is research innovation concept, engineering scientists need design and development concept, engineering MS engineering, production and application of engineering, technology in gas engineering, safe use, the technology, diploma in engineering technologies, maintenance, technician, vocational education. This is the tier and steps of the engineering and technology science. So if we come, brief history of the engineering and healthcare medicine, the current demand of the healthcare medicine and engineering is not the recent demand. From early stages, we understand that Stevenson, one of the scientists, 18th century, when he understood that for navigation and communication in the sea, there needs some pressure gradation. Then he discovered a ventilator and blood pressure monitor, and he declared that in the 18th century that we need the engineering interaction with these devices, and then spontaneously improve and improve. Not the certainly stop. 1969, we heard from the Kesar, a Kesar cardiologist, he invented and declared them specially to maintain, repair, run and functional. We need the biomedical and clinical engineering. This is the brief history, and American College of Clinical Engineering established that biomedical engineer and clinical engineer is the key resource person in the hospital management. Without the help of the biomedical or clinical engineer, proper diagnostic is not possible to achieve as proper treatment. Depend on proper diagnostic. If you don't for diagnostic, then proper medication will be hampered. And that's why biomedical introduced early sensory in 1940 clinical engineer already introduced. Recent biomedical engineering the good intention. Now clinical engineering comes under the biomedical engineering department. So this also this history, what is the term of biomedical engineering generally through the more of the emphasis is protein engineering who work in the primary design of medical device for manufacture of original R&D. This means biomedical engineer only for design and development and manufacturing for the medical equipment. When he plays his role in the hospital, he acts as a clinical engineer because he needs some additional criteria like that adaptation with the patient behavior and signal processing. That means he killed his engineering science, he adapted with the medical science. This is the ICU, CCU, OT, open heart surgery, every places of the critical zone, the clinical engineer or biomedical engineer contribute their skill and knowledge. And this is the field of the biomedical engineer. If we see that is biogenetic, biotechnology, cellular engineering, biomechanics, a lot of physiological modeling, and there is behavioral engineering, neural engineering, biotechnology, medical physiology, medical informatics, medical instrumentation, and bioelectric technology, and biosensor engineering, and top of the clinical engineering is the best practice for the healthcare professions. If we that, just we are interacted with the human body, such from engineering point of view, if one engineer thinks that what is the human body is a complex engineering market. It contains various types of systems such as electrical, mechanical, hydraulic, pneumatic, chemical, thermal, etc. This system communicates with each other and also with the external environment. The system enables the human body to perform useful tasks, sustain life and reproduce itself. Major component, cell, whatever my previous keynote speaker briefly described, thanks to him, building block, body fluid, engine oil light, lubricant, physiological system of the body. Please look at next. Just some key information. Blood volume 5 liters of the human body, cardiac output 5 liters per minute, left and right, pumps at rest 6 times higher than exercise, stroke volume 70 milliliter, heart rate 70 beats per minute at rest time, 190 beats, minimum during exercise like marathon, 50 beats minimum for marathoner, larger animal beats slower and live longer, elephant heart per minute, mouse 50 per minute, heartbeat per lifetime 1 billion, heart power consumption 1 divided by 1200 horsepower. Those heartbeat is very high, this very whatever, the heart rate of the mouse is rate, it cannot stop here. And heart rate is elephant is 30, so it's stable. Those heart rate is very high. As per still that heart rate always goes to 100, 130, 150. And that's why they are moved here and they are show their excellence. And now I want to play this video. condition, which are the physiological signal compared to the electrical signal, and we see the signal and measure the signal. According to we take the decision what is the diseases and what need the equipment. So we see that environment effects, process of the physiological available, primary stages, and tensor receive the signal, immediate amplifier, multiplication and controller, indicator, recorder, and final stage and quality presented by the observer. This is the diagram. And next, what is the basic table of organization? If we need to make a hospital, basic three rules are needed. One, human resources, one, hospitals, organization, equipment. So if we see that organization we have in our countries and equipment we have, but doctor, users, medical technology, all I have, but basic block, building foundation of the biomedical engineering department is not okay in my country. If you see that our healthcare network, public health network, community clinic, specialized hospital, tertiary hospital, private hospital, and secondary hospital. And if this slide is very important because quality of the care different from the quality of the care definition, safety, what is the patient demand, safety, reliability, effectivity and time. When I admitted in the hospital, I think my treatment should be safety and reliability. I believe I effectively and timely. I admitted today. I need the surgery after 3 days. If it is okay, that is the quality of that. Yeah. But if depends, one equipment is broken down, often heart surgery is not going since 3 months span. If equipment is not calibrated, then harmful. If sterilizer is broken down, then quality and quantity timely treatment not possible to be there. That's why our need the equipment safety, reliability, functional design lifetime with full functional condition. How this process, healthcare regulatory authority, and another is the healthcare engineering department, clinical engineering department, every hospital, that is clinical biomedical engineer, clinical engineering technology, electromedical engineering technologies, and preventive maintenance, testing, calibration, clinical setting, and adjustment. Every day we are there. From here we get the certificate. From another body we take the certificate. For business we taking the certificate. For testing laboratory the certificate. We are sorry to say that we have no certification for the hospital. Either equipment is calibrated or not. This is very harmful. And the data of the global, I have collected the country of the middle income countries, unlike that lower income countries. If I see that near about 10 countries, the number of biomedical engineering is discovered in Bangladesh is new, but India is 40,000, and Nepal also, Bhutan also, and Egypt also. Every country has. If I see that the equipment near about 120 million US dollar equipment in Bangladesh, but the nature of the equipment, dedication of the equipment higher than Bhutan, Nepal, as well as India also too. But there is no biomedical engineer. It is my great desire that an MIT going to be produce the biomedical engineer. It is our good indicator for our nation. So this is the status of the biomedical engineering department. If you see the Malaysia, then they have for 10,000 people, one biomedical engineer needed. According to the statistic data of the WHO publication, we need near about 16,000 graduate engineers, as well as 32,000 of electromedical engineers. But still now we have. And then this is the relation. What is equipment needed? Every time our needed, what is the same? Healthcare regulatory, Director General Health Service, Healthcare Engineering Department, Clinical and Biomedical Engineering Department, need preventive maintenance, calibration, clinical setting, because computer like that, what data I have given, my keynote speaker previously tell that equipment need calibration and data, because machine has some data default setting. According to the patient, need ICU ventilator, CCU ventilator, or infusion pump, need the range of the machine setting. If we do not setting, then machine gives the error, alarming, then it is very harmful for the patient. And that's why desired lifetime reliability, safety, instant failure backup, we are saying that this is the main thing. And this is the data of the engineers, how many countries, and then this is the healthcare technology cycle, and this is our healthcare structure. What is the problem? There is no engineering department still now in our public hospitals. And this is the, I have surveyed 2017 equipments, near about 50% equipment is broken down, and some 354 taka equipment is under installed and staying in corridor like that. This is the scenario. This needs the clinical engineering intervention, like if the picture say left hand side is the Japan, another is the standard, another country like that, we go like that. But if we say this is we are doing that this I am sometimes neuroscience I practice like that. This is Japan, this other countries, this other countries. This should be, but all hospitals have not this type of facilities. So this analysis, and it is the real scenario. Some institute, I do not mention this name is, because bacteria is connected with the patient, all patient attendants is laughing that my patient is getting the treatment, but I think that I examine doctor, nurse and team is present is there in ICU, patient giving the alarming, gas is not getting, patient is suffering, and everybody is laughing, my patient is going under treatment. This is the real situation of our hospital in this country due to lack of biomedical or clinical engineers. This is the scenario of the profile sonogram. This is harmful for allergies. And this also maintenance status. And this also real and status. Here we see that the developed countries developing and producing the engineer and what is the maintenance of the CCIC patient. And this is real fact in our countries. Some patient attendance is crying and ventilator is alarming. This is the real situation. The rate of the distress of the ventilator is very severe. Case study, minimize harmful, infection control, and this is the last. This is the biomedical engineering sample. There is the heart. Here the man is captain laughing and something. We need to do good things for our nation. And last of all, thanks a lot of language to all. And it is a pleasure.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening presentation.
Dear students, now it is the time for the open forum. Time to find the answer, where is the scope of research and where is its application.
Please keep your questions short and only one question at a time. That will allow maximum questions from the audience.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I'm Faiza Ahmed, level 3 BM01. স্যার আমরা তো প্রেজেন্টেশনে দেখলাম যে প্রত্যেকটা হসপিটালে বায়োমেডিক্যাল ইঞ্জিনিয়ারের কতটা নেসেসিটি রয়েছে। তো আমরা তো এক বছর পর যখন বের হবো গ্রাজুয়েট হবে, আমাদের গভর্নমেন্ট থেকে কি কোনো সেক্টর ক্রিয়েট করা হচ্ছে আমাদের জন্য যে আমরা জব করতে পারবো?
Still now we are making a plan to introduce biomedical engineers, but we have submitted the project. Our policy makers still now make a concept what is the necessity of the biomedical and clinical engineering. As university is producing the biomedical engineering, I request to the university professor and all the concerned to motivate it and to make them understand through seminar, then it will be easy to create the post and adaptation. But the demand of the biomedical engineering is very high in our country as well as middle income countries as well as developed countries. So we need to motivate it and discuss with the seminar, the policy maker, what is the necessity.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. I am from BE department level 3. I would like to say that this is a very informative workshop. We know that. So can this be arranged at least once in a month?
Thank you very much for your question. It is possible, but due to time constraint, it not be sometimes possible because I am very busy. If student feels so like that, so it is not like first need conception, okay, it is possible. But if it is Saturday, that's good for me, for us.
Please hurry up. Any question? Argue? Speak.
Assalamualaikum sir, I'm Sylvia Fatima from BM02. Sir, actually দেখা যাচ্ছে যে আমাদের বায়োমেডিকেল ডিপার্টমেন্টে মেয়ে স্টুডেন্টের সংখ্যা সবচেয়ে বেশি। স্যার, ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং অন্যান্য সেক্টরগুলো কিছু কিছু ফিল্ডে কিছু ক্ষেত্রে মেয়েদের কিছু ডিফিকাল্টি ফেস হয়। বায়োমেডিকেল সেক্টরে কি আমার কিছু ফিল্ড আছে যেখানে মেয়েদের জন্য কিছু ডিফিকাল্টি ফেস হবে?
Biomedical engineering field is very reputed field for the women. If we see the Malaysia, 80% is women. No problem. Because human process and heart attack and cardiac attack, most of the diseases attract the female person. My study. So 70% put up for female. Because patient handling everything is good, like nurse.
One last question for the audience.
Assalamualaikum, I'm from BM03. আমাদের দেশে যে মেডিকেল ইনস্ট্রুমেন্টগুলো আসে সেগুলো অলরেডি মেজর থাকে। তো অ্যাজ আ বায়োমেডিক্যাল ইঞ্জিনিয়ার বাংলাদেশে কি আমাদের কোনো করণীয় আছে? আর সরকারের পক্ষ থেকে কোনো ব্যবস্থা নেওয়া হচ্ছে?
As it is, all biomedical equipment imported from the foreign countries. After coming to, we need to come in inspection as well as survey. Sometimes manufacturing error need to installation after calibration and settings. Whatever I have imported from the foreign countries and another countries need adaptation, synchronization, use utilization and training. So government versus use near about $100 million every day. But it is the global WHO rule. $1 million purchase of the equipment, what biomedical engineer is needed. So in this year, government procured near about $100 million. So in this year, we need to produce 100 biomedical like that. So government has a lot of schools, not as well as that. Near about 484 private clinic and hospital in Bangladesh. So the present demand of the biomedicals is today is 16,000.
Since we are running short of time, in the second session of the workshop, there are a number of equipments which have been laid in the classrooms. You will have practical knowledge on those. And please reserve the rest of your questions for that session. Thank you very much.
Dear audience, now I would like to invite our today's chief guest, Commandant MIST General Muhammad Abul Khar, to deliver his address. Ladies and gentlemen, today's chief guest.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respected keynote speaker, Engineer Abdul Rahman Khan and Engineer Anwar Hussain, Deans, wing heads, departmental heads, faculty members, staffs, and my beloved students of biomedical engineering, MIST. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. I am not a biomedical expert, but last night and in this morning, I tried to gather some knowledge about biomedical engineering. In my family, there are two streams of lights. Like say, my all brothers are engineers and my sisters are doctors. And I find a middle line actually that is biomedical engineering. Okay, even in my family, one of my daughters, she is studying medical science, and my son is studying engineering. So there also I find a middle line, that is the knowledge I have gathered so far about biomedical engineering. There is a relationship between these two. And as some of you asked that what will be the scope of your employment, as you can see that we need doctors and we need engineers. But for doctors to diagnose something correctly, as I understand, so we need the biomedical engineers. And as you all know that technology and technical persons always support somebody. So of course, through your knowledge, as I can understand, you are going to support the overall healthcare facilities of a country. Like say, a few days back, I was reading some of the news that Stephen Hawking, I hope all of you know his name. Earlier he said, people should make an endeavor so that they can live, say, some other planets within 1,000 years. Now, a few days back, say he couldn't go there, but he sent his message or one of his script. There he said that no, it should not take 1,000 or 100 years. People should make an endeavor that so that within next 50 years we can live in some other planets. Somebody said there is a closest planet to Earth, or maybe even in more. Why? Because we are polluting the Earth and disturbing this Earth so much that's why you say that every day you actually invent or discover whatever you say, that new diseases, isn't it? Now, how do we diagnose those diseases? I think it is through the technology, and who will be behind those technology? It is the biomedical engineers. Of course, with the knowledge of, say, engineer and medical science. Now, as somebody has already said, I was also trying to read that how this biomedical engineering evolved. Okay, so we know that basically there are two sciences we have studied in lower level or undergrad level. That is, one is physical science and engineering science. Now, if you take these two sciences, upper level, that is the medical and biological problem, if you combine at the upper level, then you get the answer that what the biomedical engineers are needed or required. So I am sure there is a lot of scope, especially in the industry, in hospitals, in research facilities, even in government regulatory bodies. We need the biomedical engineers. Now, what should they do? Biomedical engineers. As per my understanding, it should serve as an interface between the engineering and medical fields. Like, say, for example, most of us, we enjoy the cricket game, isn't it? Since Bangladesh is doing very good nowadays, even if there is a say match between India, Bangladesh, or say Bangladesh, Pakistan, most of us we enjoy. You know that sometimes some bowlers and some say that, oh, well, his or her action is not all right, isn't it? Now, how it is justified that the band of his arm's wrist should not be more than 15 degree or 7 degree, or he's chucking or something, some words being used, isn't it? Now, how it is being identified? It is through some myths, and you have seen. So there are so many use of instruments are coming nowadays, especially in healthcare or medical care, and these all are the contribution of, I think, as my understanding goes, are the biomedical engineers. As some statistics were shown that there should be more than 60, if I am not wrong, that we need more than 65,000 biomedical engineers in our country, if I have heard it correctly. So I think the requirement should be more. Okay, so you should not be worried that you will remain unemployed. It's not true. People are feeling that there is a requirement of biomedical engineers in our country, and I'm sure that those who are in the higher echelon, they are thinking about it and they will do it. Even if you say like say, even with the through the computer or even with the software, I have seen there are some innovation that you can measure that how much strength your muscle, even your bones, your tissue, this can take, okay, through a total computer model. Like say, they will take say all the measurements of my or your health or from your physique, and they will be able to say that how fast you will be able to run. Your muscle will be able to take how much stress. Even I was surprised to see that which are normally taught in mechanical or civil engineering, that finite element, there are also application of finite element analysis in biomedical engineering. So there is a lot of scope for research, for supporting the practicing doctors, like say doing the repair and maintenance of various instruments in the hospitals and other fields. Some of you have asked a question regarding the gender parity, like say, will I be allowed as a female students to serve, or should I be comfortable serving in this field? Why not? You know, the best mechanical engineer at present, she is a lady. Okay, so that's why I request you, you should browse internet, okay, not for some other purpose, to know the right. I just cite an example in United Nations mission. Last time I was in South Sudan. So under me there was a civil demining company. That means persons not from uniform. They are all civilian. Maybe they have served earlier in army. So the chief operation officer of demining company, she was a lady. So one day we were tasked to visit or clear some road from mines. So I can still remember the name of that. It was Kali Papa. It was a very famous place. There was a great bridge. So we were tasked that you should clear the road and we should construct a bridge. So she was taking me because as I ended there new. And we were in two vehicles. She was driving in 140 kilometers per hour, but as a caution, I was driving only 100. So all the times I was falling by. So all of a sudden she stopped and indirectly bullied me, though I was her boss, that why are you driving so slow? So I said, well, you are acquainted with the road, I am not, that's why I am driving slow. So it is not the male or female. You should learn the job and you should take this thing as a challenge. As I said that the best mechanical engineer at present, she is a lady. Okay? So you should not think that, oh, well, I am a lady, I have a lot of shortcomings. It is not correct. Okay? Through your hardship, through your sincerity, through your professionalism, I am sure you will be able to overcome this problem. Now, another question was that instruments are purchased from abroad. Yes, even the computers, these are also purchased from abroad, isn't it? In our country, do we really produce any computer? Even then, if we bring the parts and we just assemble those things and we supply. These are called clone computer. That means we assemble different parts. So, but the maintenance and other things, once those instruments are purchased, normally you will be trained. Okay? Even in the government policy, if new equipment is purchased, always there is a training facilities or there is a package that essential persons will be trained on those instruments. Okay? So you should not worry about that at present. I would request you should concentrate in your studies so that once you land up in practical ground, that is like say in a hospital or in any industry, you should be able to support them. You should know the basic science. As I said, that it is first the normal science. From there, it is the engineering and medical science. So you are in between these two. You are supposed to act as an interface between these two sciences. So if you can master these two sciences properly, I am sure you will be able to excel in your future life. Now, just to conclude, I am confident that the active interaction between the technical specialist and students offered by this workshop will be useful in strengthening the academic and research platform for our students. I would like to convey my utmost gratitude to technical specialists for giving us time. I would also like to express my appreciation to the academic members and staffs of Biomedical Engineering Department, MIST, and their tireless efforts for successful conduct of this workshop effectively. Finally, thanks to all concerned for making this workshop a successful one. Thank you all. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Now, respected Chief